Hi, this is Christian from Nightgrain. We are watching a video from Grawe. She's a musician from Germany, and I wanted to make an audio commentary on this. The video itself was filmed with the Pilotfly H2 and the Sony A7S II. The lens was a Sony Zeiss 24-70mm, aperture F4, and as we can see, it was already getting dark and still the camera is delivering really good pictures. Yeah, well, as you can see, using the Pilotfly H2 gimbal gives you really steady pictures. Yeah, so let's take a closer look at the movement of the gimbal. As I already said, it's quite stable. You don't really have problems with that, but sometimes it's not so easy to create really fluid movements. Like sometimes you see I tend to make too quick movements and then the movements get a little bit quirky. It's not the fault of the gimbal, it's more the way I use the gimbal. I changed the settings of the gimbal so it turns a little bit faster, and I realized, okay, this is not so good, so I changed the settings back to the normal behavior. When I used the A7S and the Sony Zeiss lens on that gimbal for the first time, it tended to begin to shake. This was a problem because the weight of the camera and the lens was too heavy for the motors of the gimbal, but using special software I could eliminate this problem and give the motors more power. Check the comments below, I post a link in it so you can get access to this software where you can change the gimbal with, and also you can find there a link to profiles for different cameras and different lenses in combination. So I strongly recommend that you use these profiles and not try to mess around with the gimbal software by yourself if you are not knowing what you're doing, because you could maybe damage the gimbal in the end. Okay, now back to the video. The lens sometimes has problems to get the autofocus right. I mean, most of the time it's really getting cool and sharp pictures, but sometimes it tends to not getting the focus right. Especially when it's a little bit darker, like here. I mean, right now it's sharp, but during the whole video you can see sometimes moments where it's not sharp. We wanted to create the feeling that we used more than one camera, so we decided to film 2 songs of her and only edit 1 song. So we could use the video material from the second song for the first song, and also I shot some additional footage after the concert. I went around in the place and shot some things, and we could manage to edit this into a final edit. And we also shot in 4K and used a full HD sequence in Premiere Pro to put the footage in there, so we had the possibility to zoom in and out of the footage so we can get a wider and a closer shot of the footage. Okay, if you're interested to see the full video without my audio commentary, just check the comments below. I put a link there so you can see the video with the music. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.